Hi, my name is Lorenz Graham, and today I'll be showing you the disassembly of the M4 carbine rifle. So there are subcategories of disassembly, which is a full disassembly and a field strip, and today I'll be showing you a simple field strip. So here is the M4 carbine rifle. As you can see, it's pretty basic, kind of looks like an AR-15. This is what the military uses a lot. So I'm going to show you a few parts of the rifle, starting here with the carrying handle. This carrying handle is self-explanatory, can be used for carrying. It also houses the iron sight, rear iron sight, used for aiming. And this mechanism here, a lot of times people usually take this off, and then the newer M4s, the carrying handle is only just the rear iron sight, and that flips up. Here you have the charging handle, which when pulled back will load around into the chamber, which is right here. Here you have the buttstock, or just as it's called here, the stock, and this will be placed kind of in your shoulder on the dominant side of your eye. Here you have the pistol grip, which you will use to hold and kind of keep control of the weapon while firing. Your middle finger will be here, and then your remaining two fingers underneath will be here, with your trigger finger, which is usually the index, will be resting here, waiting to be fired here. Trigger guard is just a secondary safety used so that nothing will go in there and pull the trigger. Say you walk into the woods or something like that. Here you have the magazine where your rounds will be loaded. A standard magazine will hold about 30 rounds for an M4 carbine. This is your delta ring, or as I like to call it, the C grip, which is another way of handling a rifle. So you have more than one, you can just grip it by this ring and it'll be easy to carry. Here's the bayonet lug, in which you can attach a bayonet if you're ever in a close combat situations where you're out of ammo, but you still need to fight, and you can just start swinging kind of like a sword, and this would be your secondary weapon. It extends past the barrel to approximately here. This is your flash suppressor attached to the end of your barrel, and that'll disseminate the flash from once you fire from the round, caused by little explosions. This front sight post will help in accuracy. It is used in pair with the rear iron sight. This is the forearm, which can also be called a fire guard. This can be removed and exchanged to add different sights, to add a foregrip, which is just another type of grip you hold in the front, which we use for close combat. So the forearm, like I said, it can be customized, and some people like to take off the carrying handle and change the forearm so that they can have two different sights. Here we have the CCO, or the close combat optic, which is a red dot sight, and it's very good for urban environments. And here we have the ACOG, which is the advanced combat optical gun sight, which a lot of high-ranking people in the military use, since it's more expensive, so you can't all have these. But it also can show distance, and it can also take out IEDs from very far away. For example, from 300 meters, like when I use this sight, looking at 300 meters, I could see the details of people's clothing to see what they're wearing. While just using the CCO, the close combat optic, I saw I just see like a little silhouette in the distance. Okay, so here is also the safety, and it has three settings. Sorry, you have safe, you have fire, which is right here in the middle, and then you have blast here. Either burst, or semi, depending on the model. Now that I'm done telling you about the parts of the rifle, let me start talking about how to disassemble it. The first thing you should do whenever you receive a weapon system is always make sure it's on safe. That's the very first thing you should do. Once you know it's on safe, you will then begin to clear the weapon. To clear the weapon, what you do is, again, step 1, make sure weapon's on safe. From this point, what you do is you release the magazine using this button here, which is the mag release, and basically the magazine just fall out, or you just hold onto the button and pull the magazine out your hand so you don't drop it. After that, you will pull the charging handle to the rear while pressing the bolt catch, the nipple of the bolt catch, and that will lock the charging handle backwards so another round won't be loaded, and it would also eject the previous round that was in the chamber. So this is the bolt, and the charging handle is pulling this backwards, allowing the round, whatever round was in there, to come out. But just because you see this is empty, which it doesn't mean that it's not a round chambered. So after you lock the bolt to the rear and the ejection port cover opens, which is this, you have to look through here down the barrel just to see if there's any shiny objects, which would be any brass left in there. After that's done, after you see it's cleared, you're going to go ahead and release the bolt forward again, just by pressing the bolt release here. That'll make the charging handle go forward, and then you close the ejection port cover. And from this point, what you do is you pull out the rear takedown pin, which is right under the bolt. It's right here in the rifle. Once you take the rear takedown pin, the upper receiver and the lower receiver will be separated. So that's this portion. Anything above this line is the upper receiver, and then anything below it is the lower receiver, to include pistol grip, the buttstock, the magazine, trigger mechanism, etc. So now those are separated, all you have to do is pull the charging handle out slowly, and that'll also take out the bolt assembly. At this point, you should basically have your rifle looking like this, and this is pretty much a field strip. And one reason why we do field strips, I can tell you from personal experience, is that when you're in the field, you do not want to disassemble this bolt assembly any further than it already is. You can take out the bolt, but let's say an enemy comes, the amount of time it takes you to put this back together versus putting back this whole entire bolt assembly can make a big difference, especially in the firefight. Also, there are very small pieces in the bolt assembly that, if lost, will make your weapon not function properly. Also, the spring in the buttstock could, in like bigger systems, hurt if you get hit with it, because I mean it is just metal in here and then compressed with the spring. Again, my name is Lorenz Graham, and this is my video on how to disassemble a M4 carbine rifle. Thank you.